Hello, Sheridan people. Okay. It's yoga time. All right, and got one person. Hello. Namaste. Hi, got two people. Whoop, whoop. Come on in. Welcome to my living room. Let's get our yoga on. I'm just going to give a few minutes for some people to join in to our yoga space. All you're going to need today is water and your mat, or also a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a shoebox. Shoebox works well, or a paper towel roll, because it's like a good height. So for anybody at home that doesn't have a block, don't worry about it. You can use stuff around the house. So just kind of want it to be, I don't know, like a hand and a half height, and some stability to it so that you can grip and hold on to it and bring some height into your poses. It gives you better alignment as well. So anywho, all right, I have 3 people, but I know that this is going to be posted later, and for those of you who are watching now, welcome, thank you. I'm Beata, B for short, and I'm going to be guiding you through this, I would say more of a beginner yoga practice, and I know that a lot of people will be checking out the video later at their own convenience. So just a little brief intro about me. I'm honored to be here. And I am a certified yoga instructor. I've taught for many corporations and gyms, for private classes for many years now. I'd say, I think we're going on 8 now. Yoga is my passion, and because it's a tool that everyone can use to help us navigate through this life's journey. And it connects the 3 bodies, the mind with the body with the spirit. So now we're in a bit of a pickle with COVID-19. We're in social isolation, and we're not able to go about our daily busy lives outside of the home and go to the gym or interact with people physically. So it's increasingly important that right now we keep our bodies and our minds physically well and in tip-top shape, to keep our immune system strong, to be healthy, to keep our mind strong and clear the clutter and the thoughts that might be arising. And it's the first time in history that we've actually been forced to stop all of our daily activities and bring ourselves into this isolation. So for yogi, actually, this is a really blissful time, because it gives us that more time to meditate and go inward. And you don't need a lot of equipment for yoga. All you need is your yoga mat in your own body weight, which is perfect. And you can do this in the comfort and privacy of your own home, which is a super bonus. It makes it super accessible to everybody. So today I'm going to take you through a few poses that will help you release pent up and stagnant energy that may be residing in your body, because we all have that right now, especially if you've been sitting a lot or you haven't been able to hug the people that you love. You store all of this negative energy or pent up energy in your body. So we want to flush all of that and bring these really nice, healthy, energetic prana energy into our body, and healthy oxygen into the cells. So let's start with just in a seated position, and become present of our body, and become aware of the space that we're creating within us and around us to open up our body and get the joints moving, get things flowing, the juices flowing. And we can just either prop a pillow underneath our bottom or just sit on the ground. That's all you gotta do. And you're gonna take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out. And let's do that again. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. So when you exhale, just visualize yourself purging and releasing any negative thoughts, negative energy, anger, resentment, sadness. Okay, that's your opportunity to release. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And when you're inhaling, take the breath right up into just the base of your throat, so all the way up to the upper lobes of your lungs. All the way up. And then purge, release, let it all go. Okay, we're gonna do that a couple more times. Pumping the energy in. Good vibes only. And pushing and flushing any stagnant negative energy out. Do it again, breathe in. Upper lobes of the lungs, and breathe out. Beautiful. You should start to feel this sense of calm overcome you as you become really present with your breath. Let's do this 2 more times. And 1 more time. Nice. All right, now interlace your fingers and press your palms down. We're gonna bring the arms all the way up. Yeah, biceps by your ears. Squeeze your ribs together. Inhale and pull them apart. Good. As you exhale, you're just gonna lean over to your side. We wanna synchronize the breath with the movements. So coming back up, breathe in. And lean to the other side, breathe out. So my left is your right and my right is your left. So I do confuse the sides sometimes because I'm trying to sync up with you. So just do it on the other side that you haven't done it, okay? Because I'm a little dyslexic too. Come back up, inhale. Awesome, and then just release your arms down to the side body. Exhale, opening up your chest, extend your legs forward. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to lean back into the palms with the fingers facing forward and get this deep opening in the chest. So if you've been hunched over your computer, this pose is awesome to open up the chest and open up the breathing channels and stretch out all those fascial lines that reside in and around the breastbone. So let's bring the chin up, maybe the hips up into a reverse plank. You're gonna see how that feels on your wrists and on your elbows. Don't worry if you don't feel like lifting, don't do it. And then lower your hips back down. Opening your chest up, chin up, and breathe out. So remember how we were breathing right up into the upper lobes of the lungs? So you're gonna repeat that again. Inhale. Those of you who want to take it up a notch, you're going to bring your hips up into that reverse plank and then breathe out. Let's do 1 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely. Come down onto your back, bend your knees. Hopefully you guys can still see and hear me. Okay, so you're just going to lie down on your back. Bring your shoulder blades together. Imprint your feet. Now, how wide should you go? If you have a block, you can stick the block in between your knees, or just make sure that your feet are hip width apart. And draw the shoulder blades together until you feel the back of your shoulder on the mat. And you're going to squeeze your bottom up and come into what we call bridge or Kandarasana. Okay? So you want to use your glutes to thrust your pelvis and your hips upwards. And your chin comes towards your chest up to your chin. You want to compress that thyroid gland. And you're going to make this more dynamic. So dynamic means like fluid. So we're gonna drop the hips back down, one vertebrae at a time. Drop down until you feel your low back connecting with the mat. Then squeezing the bum up again, let's inhale up, okay, and compress the base of your throat. Exhale, lower the hips back down. If you have that block in between your knees, squeeze it up tight. Use those adductor muscles. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale and lower the hips back down. When you lower down, try to come top to bottom. Yep. Squeezing the bum up tight. Come up. Inhale. And then lowering down. Exhale. One vertebrae at a time. Use your glutes. Pressing the hips up. Inhale. And lowering down. One vertebrae at a time. Exhale. 2 more times. Ready? Lift hips up. Inhale. And lowering down. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Counter pose. Take your knees in towards your chest. You're going to give yourself a big hug and say, I love me. And take your hands behind your thighs and roll up, roll back down. Roll up and back down. You can bring your feet behind your head. That's called plow pose. Really nice, again, for that compression of the thyroid gland, the back of the throat. Roll back and up. Okay, 1 more time. Rolling back. And coming up. We're going to keep those feet off the ground. Okay, so you want to take your legs at about a 90-degree angle so that your shin bones are facing up. And then extend your arms forward. This is called bow pose. Let's reach up, engage the core a little more. Beautiful. And then exhale, bring your arms down to your side body. Let's repeat that again. Bring the arms all the way up. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Cross your ankles and fold. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat. And sometimes this isn't as easy as it looks because you don't have access through your hips. So just go with the flow, okay? And go where your body allows you to without forcing. You don't want to force any movements. Yoga is not about flexibility, it's about mobility. So just go where your body allows you to go. We all have limitations based on your anatomical structure, your bone structure. All right, so now coming back up, we're going to come into a downward facing dog. So you're going to press your palms down and send your feet and hips back into what looks like a triangle. And you want to look in between your knees. Press your heels all the way down, okay, and back. Your navel is going to face your thighs, and you're going to press your chest towards your thighs. Okay, so you should feel like this opening is happening in the back side of your body, and this strength and opening and stretch is happening in your upper body. You're tilting your pelvis. If you imagine you have a little tail, your tail is sticking up. Okay. Now let's bring those heels all the way up, 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 and then lift from your low belly. And then bring your heels back down. Okay. Now instead of lifting your heels, you're just going to lift your chest and your chin up. Inhale. And then press your chest, your navel to your thighs. Look in between your knees. Exhale. Bringing your heels up, lift, lift, lift. Stretch out and activate those calf muscles. And bring your heels back down. Taking your gaze forward, chin up, chest up. Inhale. Looking in between your knees. Exhale. 1 more time, heels up. Inhale. And lower the heels down, exhale. Looking forward, chin and chest up, inhale. And look between your knees, down dog, exhale. Beautiful. Let's bring the body forward and we're gonna come into plank pose. So your shoulders are level to your hips. And here you don't wanna dump in your spine. That's horrible for your back. So you wanna keep your hips up, level to your shoulders and lock your core. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in and then lower down. Hug your elbows close to your ribs and lower down. Then come into what we call cobra. My hair is shedding all over the place. Cobra, chin up, chest up. And then lower all the way back down. And we're gonna press into a plank. Roll those toes under, push up, lift. Downward facing dog. Look in between your knees. So we're going to try that again, coming into plank. Okay, rolling forward, bring your chest forward. Keep the elbows working inwards, lowering down. This is called chaturanga. You can always use your knees to support you there by dropping them first. Cobra Bhujangasana. And lower back down, exhale. Curl the toes under, push up, lift. And look in between your knees. Heels up, come forward to plank. Lowering, good Lord, another hair. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Now roll your toes under, press to downward facing dog. Hips up, heels back. You're gonna walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. And then come into a half lift. A half lift, hands on shin bones. Shoulders back, tummy tuck. So really strong core here. You touch front muscles of the body to the back muscles of the body. And then fold. So when you fold, if your hamstrings or your hips are tight, you're gonna have a little more difficulty. So bend your knees. Why torture yourself? Don't hurt your back. Okay, and then we'll come into that half lift again, tummy tucks, long spine. There's a string at the top of your head pulling you forward. Then looking in between your knees, and bow, fold. Repeating one more time, inhaling. That half lift. And fold, breathe up. Okay, now bring your arms out to the sides. Keep a bend in your knees. Lock your core. Let's rise all the way up to the top. And bring our hands to our heart space as we breathe out. So this is Anjali Mudra. We're in like a mountain pose. Hands to heart space. So let's round out the arms and we're going to draw a big sun as we inhale. And then swan dive our arms and fold as we exhale. Okay, so remember to lock your core. Arms reach out to the sides. Come all the way up. Inhale. And swan dive. You can bend those knees as you exhale and fold. Inhaling, coming up. Don't forget to use those core abdominal muscles. And exhale. Inhaling, look forward, arms out to the sides. Come all the way up. And then fold, breathe out. Let's do this one more time because it feels good. Inhaling, come all the way up. And bring your hands back to your heart space to close the circle. Rounding out your arms again. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, forward fold, bow. We're going to take that gaze forward, imprint the palms, step or hop back to plank. Now lowering down to that chaturanga. Remember, you can drop your knees down first and come down, or you come down one line. Elbows hug in, cobra, lift, inhale. Now your cobra might be big, or today it might be small. Your spine dictates how high you go. So if it feels tight or naughty, you want to go a little lower and honor, respect your back space. Okay, coming back up and into downward facing dog. Let's walk or step to the top of the mat. And come into that half lift, tummy tucks. Remember, strong core, strong back. And fold, look in between your knees. Arms reach out to the sides. Come all the way up like a deadlift. And hands to your heart space. Breathe out. Let's draw that sun. Inhale, call out that sun. And fold, breathe out. Gazing forward, inhale. Step or hop back to plank. You want to imprint your palms, step back, hop back. Good, lowering down to your chaturanga. And inhaling to your cobra. Exhaling to your downward facing dog. Hop or step or walk to the top of the mat. Half lifting as you inhale. And folding as you exhale. Arms reach out to the sides. Strong lift as you come all the way up. Bringing your hands to your heart space as you breathe out. Draw the sun. Big circle. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Fold. Gazing forward. Imprint your palms. Hop or step back to plank. Lowering down to your chaturanga. And inhale, cobra. So we're starting the flow here. It's called Surya A. Roll those toes under, pressing back to downward facing dog. Looking forward. So you want to always look to the spot that you're aiming for. And hop or step to the top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. And folding, exhale. Drawing the big sun as you rise all the way up. And bringing your hands to your heart space as you breathe out. Draw the sun. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop back to plank. Lowering to chaturanga. And inhaling to cobra. This is going to build heat in your body. Breathe out, down dog. Hop or step to the top of the mat. Half lift. And fold, breathe out. Rising all the way to the top. Strong back, strong core, shoulder blades together. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Drawing the sun, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, hop or step back to plank. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more. Hop or step to the top of the mat. Coming into that half lift. And folding, breathe out. Rise and shine. Hands to your heart, breathe out. Draw the sun, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, hopping back or stepping back to plank. Lower down to chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra, bhujangasana. Exhaling, down dog, bit of a Dawson. One more time, that's Surya Namaskar. Hop or step. Half lift. Bow, breathe out. Rising up. Hands to your another deep breath in. And release your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Now you can hang out here and walk it out by swiveling your hips and bending the alternate knee. Or you can go through that flow where you come forward and drop down to chaturanga. Then inhale to cobra and exhale to your down dog. So the option is yours to flow or not to flow. Let's look forward. Hover step to the top of the mat. And come into your half lift. Then fold as you breathe out. So we're going to add in those warrior poses in just a moment. Rise to shine. Come all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart space as you breathe out. Drawing the sun, inhaling up. And then exhaling forward, fold. Gazing forward, inhale. And exhale, we're going to step the left leg back. Keep that bend in the front knee. Root down into that foot. And bring your arms all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Lift your gaze. And breathe out. Take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Release the hands down and step back to your down dog. Either hanging out here or coming forward into plank and dropping chaturanga. Inhaling Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhaling down dog. Uttanasana or Adho Mukha Svanasana in Sanskrit. Okay, so let's work on some of those warrior poses. So take your right leg all the way up. This is a three-legged dog. You're actually going to feel that in the hamstrings. And then take a moderate step forward. Not too big, so I'm not bringing my foot in between the hands, a little bit shorter. And then pull the back heel in. We're going to keep a bend in that right knee and sweep the arms up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. So in this pose, the front knee is bent. Also, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your hips are not turned sideways. That's warrior two. The hips are actually facing forward. And if you're unsure, take your hands, place them on your hips, and then direct them. Level them off. They should be squared off, facing forward, yeah? Okay, and then we'll reach up with the arms and feel this really nice lift. So the separation of your upper torso from the lower extremities of your body, and you're expanding your spine. It's also a very empowering pose. Take another deep breath here. Beautiful. Bring your hands back down and step back to your downward facing dog. Okay. And again, you can just walk out, hang out in your down dog, or if you feel a little more energized today, come forward to plank and work your chaturangas. Inhaling Cobra, Bhujangasana, and exhaling Virabhadrasana, downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to take that left leg up now. You feel that pull in the back of your right leg? Oh yeah. And a medium step forward. Not too big, not too small. Turn that back heel in so that it's angled at about a 45-degree angle. And sweep your arms up. Again, bend in the front knee, straight in the back, hips face forward. Hands on your hip bones. Press it forward. So that right hip is going to need to pop forward. Okay? You're going to feel this energy pulling up through the back of the leg, right in from the heel. Bringing your arms all the way up. Try not to dump into your back. Lift up as though there's a string at the top of your head pulling you upwards, and visualizing the space between each vertebrae like a ladder stacking. Take another deep breath. Find your power here. One more breath. Nice. And release. Step back. Downward facing dog. Let's come forward to plank, everybody. And lower down, down, down onto the tummy. And we'll do a little baby cobra. So we want to just come up about halfway. Tuck those elbows in. Press your pubic bone down towards the mat and squeeze your bottom up tight. Big belly breath in and breathe it all out. Good, we're gonna do that again. Big belly breath in and out. Take one more breath in. Lovely, breathe out. It's a great digestive pose. Get any stagnant energy and toxins flushing out of the digestive organs. Okay, curl your toes under, push up, plank, to down dog. All right, so we did our warrior one. Want to get into warrior two. Rotate that right leg all the way up. Okay, right leg all the way up. And this time we're going to take a big step forward. So you want to bring that foot in between your hands. And if you can't get there in the first shot, just use your hand to guide your foot up. All right? Now turn your heel in all the way. And we're going to windmill arms up. This is warrior two. So I'm going to show you from this angle. Our hips are now not facing forward like they were in one, and they're open to the side, okay? And how big is your warrior two? Well, that depends on you. What you don't want to do is have your knee past your ankle, okay? Bring it back. You want to either line it up with your ankle or just behind your ankle. And you want to imagine you have some weights attached to your hips. So it's pulling your pelvis down to get this really nice opening in your hips. All right? And then we want to extend our arms out. So the arms come out, and they're level to the ground. The hips are opening. You're firing up your back leg and your front leg. The way to fire up your back leg is to actually just push down into the edge of the heel. And the edge of that foot should be parallel to the back of the mat. Sink. Okay, so I'm doing a little more descriptive because this is our first class together, and it's good to build on our practice. And form is really important. Alignment is really important. Look over your right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Releasing your hands down. We can call that a windmill. And stepping back to downward facing dog. Moving through your flow, coming into plank. And lowering down to chaturanga. Then inhaling to cobra. And exhaling down dog. Repeating that down, not down dog, what do you call it? Warrior two. We're gonna repeat that warrior two on the other leg. So, take your left leg up. A three-legged dog. And a big step forward. Turn that back heel in. And windmill your way up. I love warrior two. So many wonderful things happening here in this pose. So again, sink your hips down. They should be facing sideways. Your knee is pointing towards the pinky toe. We want to avoid doing this cave in. So check. Are you caving your knee inward, or can you direct it so that it's right in front of your hip? Your front foot lines up with your back foot, heel to heel or heel to instep. Really important. Alignment is important in our yoga practice. Arms out. And drop your shoulders. Feel that long neck, long spine. And then just take your gaze left hand, your left shoulder. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Try holding this for 10 breaths and see how your legs fire up. One more breath. I think we're gonna do a class like that, by the way. 10 breaths per pose. Windmill your hands down to the ground. Step back, down dog. Let's flow. Come forward into plank. And lower down to chaturanga. Inhaling cobra. Really great chest, heart opener, back bend. And then press back to downward facing dog. Hop or step to the top of the mat. And come into a half lift, so tummy tucks, long spine, and nice flat back. Fold, take your hands behind your calves, look in between your knees. And then stretch your arms all the way to the sides. Bring them up. And hands to your heart space, breathe out. Let's turn sideways on our mat. And we'll just add some little side bending here. Bring your arms all the way up. Okay, and you can just lace up your hands, press your palms up to the ceiling, and lean over to your left. That's gonna work on your core as well as lengthening out that side body. Come back up, inhale, and lean to the side, exhale. Coming back up, inhale. Awesome, and fold. We're gonna bring the hands right down in between the legs, look in between your knees. Good, coming forward, take your chest up, your gaze up, bend your right knee, walk your hands to the inside of your right foot. Now, here's where you can actually take it a little bit wider. I like to go a little bit wider, gives me more access to my hips. So feel it out for yourself. This is where a block might come in handy because you might need a little more height. Good, take one more breath here. Then walk your way back to the center. Okay, we're gonna walk over to the other side. Keep your hips sinking down just like you did in Warrior 2. And hands to the inside of that foot. You feel that stretch in your inner thigh, those adductors? Amazing. It's not often we stretch out the inner thighs, so these poses are phenomenal to stretch out those adductors. And open up the hips, groin. Come back to the center. Okay, we're gonna walk our way to the top of the mat. And bend that left knee. So we're in a nice little lunge. Yeah. Let's bring the arms up. Crescent lunge. All the way up. Nice big deep breath in. And release your hands down. Breathe out. Step back to plank. Switch sides. Right leg forward. Hips are low. Reach up to your crescent lunge. Hips are forward. Try not to tweak them open. Root down. Let the hips sink. Arms extend out. Take one more breath here. And release your hands down. Step back to plank. Yeah. Let's lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra. And exhale to your down dog. Okay, I want to take a little pause in child's pose. You can have a sip and a swipe. Call it sip and swipe. Wipe your brow if you're sweating. And child's pose, we take our knees down. We drop our sits bones towards our heels and bow our heads. So you just want to rest your head on the mat and stretch out your back muscles. It should feel really, really good for your spine. And just relax here. When you start to breathe consciously, you're gonna notice that that breath moves all the way into your upper back and you can feel this expansion. Okay, so take a few deep breaths. This is an amazing pose, not just to stretch out the back, but also to calm your nervous system. The nervous system starts to work its way into what we call the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the calm, low cortisol, happy vibe chemicals in the body. Let's take one more breath. And then we'll come into a tabletop position. So tabletop position, your knees are directly below your hips. And your hands are directly below your shoulders. We're stacking our bones. Okay? And as you breathe in, you're going to tilt your pelvis back. Bring your chest forward and chin up. As you breathe out, you just want to tuck your pelvis underneath you and look towards your navel. Okay, so we're going to breathe in through the nose, arching the back, chin up. And we'll breathe out of our mouth as we arc round into that cat. A few more, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fill up your left cup. And then release, purge out. Get rid of the garbage. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Come into a neutral position. Extend your right leg back and lift it up. Work your core here by pulling your navel to your spine and squeezing the sides of your abdomen inward. Then reach forward with your left arm. This is bird dog. And you should feel an engagement in your back muscles, in your arms, and even in your leg. You can engage all your muscles here. Take a deep breath in. And out. Good, again, breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more breath. Nice, breathe out, tabletop position. Round out your back into that cat pose. Coming to a neutral spine. Extend your left leg back. Lift it up. And right arm forward. So there's strings pulling your arm forward and your leg back. Lock your core. Squeeze those muscles up tight. Deep breath in. And out. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Round out your back. Kitty cat pose. And then come into a neutral tabletop. We're going to bring ourselves onto our forearms. So drop your elbows, bent arms, and then step back into a forearm plank. Your hips level, lined up with your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and out. Good, breathe in again. Breathe out. Take one more breath in and lower your hips down, breathe out. That's the best part, right? Give your hips a little jiggle. Okay, so your elbows should be directly under your shoulders. Okay. And you're propped up like the Sphinx. We're going to take our gaze forward as we inhale and press your chest forward, shoulders back. And as you breathe out, you're just going to look over your right shoulder. And see if you can dip down a little further and look towards the back of your mat or your heels. Oh, good stretch for your neck and that upper back. Okay, coming forward. Inhale, you're still propped. You are a Sphinx. Breathe out, looking over your left shoulder, and keep going, 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 all the way towards the back of the mat. right shoulder, exhale. Come back to center, inhale. Looking over your left shoulder, exhale. Coming back to center, inhale. Let's lower down, bring your arms towards your side body and level to your chest. This feels good right here, doesn't it? Curl your toes under, push up, and to come to down dog. All right, let's come to the top of the mat. Hop, step, walk, saunter, I don't know, however you get there, you get there. And you're just gonna bring your hands on your shin bones, take your gaze forward, tummy tucks, and bow, breathe out. Let's come all the way up, drawing that big sun. Where is the sun today? We need to call it out with our yoga powers. Okay, we're gonna work on a balancing pose. This is called tree pose. I'm sure everybody knows this one. I love tree pose. So we're gonna take that right heel up. Okay, here's one thing I wanna cue you about balancing poses. Always engage your core. You gotta tighten up the midsection. Your balance comes from the midsection of your body, okay? Yeah, you gotta coordinate all these muscles from feet to head, but you really wanna tighten up your core, and then fix your focus on one point that's not moving. Okay, so right heel up, turn the knee out, and you can place your foot. If you're a beginner and you feel wobbly, just place it right on your ankle. If you feel a little braver, right below your knee. If you feel like, oh, my hips are happy today, you place your foot, you put it right up into your inner thigh. Third option is in your groin into a half lotus position. I'm just gonna leave that up to you. You figure it out. What's working for you, what works for you, what doesn't. Okay. So let's see if we can float those arms out and up. Inhale. And then bring the palms flat. Exhale. Palms face up, inhale. And then palms face the ground, exhale. Palms flip up, inhale. This is a little more advanced for sure because we're doing some dynamic movements with our arms. So if this is not feeling comfortable for you right now, just keep your hands up or on your hips or to your heart center. Inhale up. And exhale, we'll bring the hands all the way, full circle to our heart space. Take a deep breath in. And release your foot down, breathe out. Okay, just stretch out your ankles. You can do an alternate heel lift and bring your hands on your hips. So remember, core is locked tight, tighten it all up, and crown of the head is lifting, and you're focusing approximately 45 degrees in front of you. Your left heel comes up, and turn the knee out because tree pose is actually a hip opening balancing pose. And now bring your foot wherever you want. Okay, focus on your drishti point, a focal point. And now let's bring the arms all the way up. We're going to branch out. And just start to focus, tune into your breath. Take 2 more breaths. Nice. Round out your arms, heart to center, hands to heart center, and release. And just take that foot back, place the top of the foot on the mat, and bend your knee. Coming back up, switch sides. Lovely. Coming back up, awesome. Okay, and we'll work our way into what we call Bossman chair pose. So feet, ankles together. Slide your sits bones back to receiving all this nourishment from the universe. Take another deep breath in. And let's bring our hands behind our back. Interlace your fingers and draw the shoulder blades together. We're going to keep sitting those sits bones back and rest the belly on the thighs. Bow your head and keep bringing those arms up. Another great chest stretch, shoulder stretch, and a way to help remove the hunchback. One more breath. And a slow release down. Let's come down onto our bottom. We're going to add a little twist here. So extend your right leg forward and left leg over. We're going to twist to the left side. Just hug your knee. Here's another opportunity to use your block just to prop yourself up. Whatever you do, try not to slouch. Keep that spine upright. Scoop out your tummy and get your leg as close to your body, your torso as possible. So we can compress that pancreas. All right, this is a detox pose, so please take some really juicy breaths here, in and out. Take one more breath. And then walk your hands towards the other side. And we're just going to do a little dip down. Flow back up. Release that leg forward. And shake it off. Do a little pound out. Massage your calves. And the calves have so many meridians that connect to your organs. So doing a little massage of the back of your calves is actually a really therapeutic thing for you to do. So we're going to take our right leg now over the left. You want to keep your bottom connected to the mat. And left arm hugs the leg. Okay, we can use that block or your shoebox. And ease over your right shoulder. Remember to stay upright and take really deep breaths. Visualize your body in this purification process. Take one more breath. And then come back to the other side. And we're going to do that counter twist and that little dip down. Come all the way back up. And bring your leg forward. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Shake it off, shake it off. Nice. Alright, so we're going to do just a forward fold here. So I want you to actually take your hands on your bum and pull the sits bones back. And we'll reach up as we inhale. And then don't worry how far you go, but you're going to reach for your toes and your feet as you exhale. Come all the way back up again. Inhale. Long spine, long flat back. And exhale. Let's do two more, yes? Inhale, coming up. And exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, fold. Come all the way up. Inhale. And release your arms to the side body. Exhale. down onto your back. Extend your left leg up and just stretch out the back of the leg. So you want to keep that leg straight as you can. Now if you want to take it a little further, extend your right leg forward and do a little hip opening here by dropping the leg to the side. Just another hip opener, but also that adductor stretch in your inner thigh. Coming back up. Bend both knees and bring the feet on the ground. Extend your right leg up. Hands behind the leg and give it a little drag in. Little pull. Now everybody's got a different range of motion here, or level of mobility here. So some of you may have your leg here at that right angle, and some of you might be a little bit more closer. So that all depends on how your fibers are in the back of your leg and in your hips. Don't sweat it, you do what you can do. You can stay here or grab hold of the foot, extend your left leg forward, and then do a nice opening to the side. Okay, another tool or prop that you can use here is a belt or a towel to help you guide your leg down. Take another breath. And bring the leg up. We're going to tuck those knees into the chest. Bring the forehead up to the knees. Big juicy hug. Love yourself up. And then release your left leg down. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Drop your head. Okay, this is a digestive pose. Supta Pawan Muktasan. Yes, that's what it's called. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift your head up and push all the air out and then hold your breath. Inhale and release the leg down. Okay, left leg in, hands on your shin bone. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out as you lift your head up. Exhaling as you release the leg down. Okay, both knees in. You're giving yourself a hug. Take a deep breath in. And head lifts, breathe out. Push all the air out, then hold, hold, hold. Breathing in. Lower everything down and breathe out. Awesome. You're going to take your arms right back. Stretch out your spine. And thank your body for all of its moving parts today. Come all the way up. Let's close our practice. I'm coming to you. And just bring your hands to your heart space. I always close my practice chanting Om. So you're welcome to join or not. Maybe you're sending out a positive affirmation or sending off your light and your love to all the health workers and essential workers that are providing for us right now during this pandemic. So grateful. Let's be so grateful to them for all their work and for keeping us afloat. And we'll chant one Om. Take a deep breath in. The light in me honors and sees the divine light inside of each and every one of you. I ask that all of you take that light that you have, that inner light within, and expose it. Let it expand outside of you so that you can manifest all of the beautiful things that this life has to offer you. So thank you so much for joining me today or watching later. For those of you watching later, thank you so much for taking this time for you to work on your mind, body, spirit connection. I encourage you to join, come every Wednesday and join this live feed. It is a gift, so take advantage of it. And you'll see how amazing you feel post-yoga. You'll have this amazing yoga glow. So be well, be safe, and namaste, and stay away. Thank you so much for sharing your energy, your time in this space. All of the best.